my Emerge Fitness symbol is the butterfly, and it is about a metamorphosis because I went through many different stages of my life to get back to what was my first love, and that was fitness.
Yeah.
So my why is my family and my kids, and then helping others know that it's okay when life hits them hard to get back up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Laura in the Community. My name is Laura Panozzi. I'm with K&E Realty, and I'm sitting here today with Kim Lenga with Emerge Fitness. Thanks for joining me, Kim.
Thank you for having me, Laura.
You're welcome. Kim, let's start with a little bit about yourself. How'd you get into fitness?
Long story long, but I got into fitness as a chubby teenager who was introduced by my older sister into working out. And then my other older sister was a member of Vic Tanny. And so she introduced me.
Vic Tanny.
She introduced me to Vic Tanny, and her neighbor was a fitness instructor, aerobic instructor at Vic Tanny's. And they would teach me the choreographed routines. And I began teaching aerobics at the age of 17 with a little tape recorder in a town hall with the community residents. So I started at the age of 17, put myself through college, got my first job at Dearborn Racquet and Health Club in the 80s. And, started my early corporate America years because I got a job at Ford Motor Company, teaching fitness on the side. So that's always been my side gig.
At your work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
well, I taught at Dearborn Racquet and Health Club, but I worked at Ford. So it was all right there. And
okay.
So
you've been in it a long time.
I've been in it a long time, and I've absolutely loved every minute of it. I loved, and I still do, teaching the classes. It's just, it lights me up. It's my endorphins, my drug.
Good. So what's your why? Why do you do this?
Oh boy. Well, my why is sharing my journey with other people. So I'm just like everybody else in life. I lost my way. Although I was working at Ford, I became a wife and a mother. Mm-hmm. My second son was born with a congenital leg disorder, and that meant that he had a choice of amputation, or we could lengthen his leg. Mm. So we chose the route that we wanted to give him every ability to walk with his own 2 feet on the ground. Mm. So because of that, I lived my life in and out of hospitals, balancing being a mom, being a corporate person, in and out of hospitals. I lost my way. I became overweight. My sons were overweight. My husband was overweight. I fed myself and my family junk and convenience foods. And in 2009, I lost my father. He was diabetic and had heart disease, and I lost him to cancer. Mm. And I decided that, enough's enough. I needed to get myself together. So my why is to help other people overcome and emerge. So in my late 40s is when I found fitness again and reinvented myself. And my my Emerge Fitness symbol is the butterfly, and it is about a metamorphosis because I went through many different stages of my life to get back to what was my first love, and that was fitness. Yeah. So my why is my family and my kids, and then helping others know that it's okay when life hits them hard to get back up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I attend your fitness class I joined. And, from a personal perspective, being in real estate, it's it's a very difficult position from the fact that you're on the go all the time. You have these strange hours, you're in your vehicle, you're in your car. And so, how do you maintain a healthy lifestyle with a crazy kind of career opportunity? So that was one of the things that drew me to it, is like, okay, I have to figure out, how am I going to make this work and still stay healthy? Right. And it's not an easy thing to do.
It's not easy, and that's where everybody struggles. So while you're busy, and I can relate because my sister's in real estate as well, that's everybody's hardship. It's like they don't have time. Their kids are in so many different sports. They live their life on the go, in and out of fast foods and, the convenience foods, the name of the game. Nobody cooks as a family or meals anymore. So it was really important to me when I saw what was happening with my family that I helped other people learn how to do it and just teach them how. And it means making that promise to themselves and not breaking that promise to themselves. And that's the hardest thing because I put myself last. I put my family first. So I totally understand.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
I walk the walk so I can relate to people and I've been in their shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the programs that you offer. What kind of things do you incorporate into your business?
Well, I started out teaching fitness classes. So I've been at many facilities, many different gyms in Livingston County. I've worked at several of them. For one reason or another, if that business has closed for whatever, I've moved on to the next. I'm at Oak Point and I'm Country Club, and I'm also at Hamburg Fitness Center right now. But I've been at several of them. And what was a common theme is people didn't have the time to get to the gym, but they all have a gym membership and they couldn't make it, and they wanted to get to my classes, and I want to do this and I want to do that. So I saw the need that if I could stream into their living rooms and solve the problem for them, and you can do it with me live and wake up with me and I'll stream into your living room, or on demand when you get off work, when you have the time, maybe it's your lunch hour, maybe when your kids are down, whatever that is. So I was trying to solve the problem. So that's one service that I offer. The other service are 10-week programs that I can offer to individuals individually, or right now I'm currently doing one through Brighton Community Ed. I'd like to host another one through the Howell Chamber, but get out into the community and do more of a group type course for these 10-week programs. And the 10-week programs is going to teach you about food and nutrition, different pillars of health, your mindset, vitamins, supplementation, water intake, all different things. So that is the 10-week program. And in all of these, I offer workouts with all of them. And then again with me, so I'm like your personal coach.
Nice.
For a bulk deal. The other services, I get asked all the time, well, what do you eat? What do you eat? I think people think that I eat chicken and broccoli, and I don't. I eat red meat, I eat fish, I eat all different things, so I teach people how to cook. I came out with a recipe book, and it's just my compilation of different recipes that I found over the years, and I've tweaked it to make it my own. They're family approved because my kids eat them, my husband eats them. So I came out with that book.
I love your egg bake.
That one is so good. It's so easy. Solves a lot of problems, right? Because people don't have time for breakfast.
Yeah. Get you out the door with some protein.
Some protein. Yes, very good. Very good. Meal prepping is another big one because now that they know what to cook, they don't have time. So I came out with a meal prep book, and it's like really easy. Just you have to plan.
Right.
And I try to tell people, it's like if you were planning a party, your son's birthday party or daughter or whatever it is, you make a plan of what your shopping list is going to be and who your guests are, and you make that menu. But we never seem to do that weekly for ourselves. So I came up with the meal prep book. So that's another service. I'm now introducing, sometime this month, I have to launch it, but where I'm going to come into the homes and help somebody with the meal prep. They would like me to, and so I want to teach them how to do it themselves. So it's like I'll give them the menu and go into their home and let's whack and stack and give you some 30 meals to set you off and show you how easy it is. It's just a habit.
Yeah, and as you were saying that, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm thinking, if you came into my home and showed me how to do 5 or 6 meals and plan, and even like down to the snacks and that kind of thing, I could just rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
rinse
exactly.
and repeat, rinse and
exactly.
repeat. Yeah.
It does become really easy. It's that habit. It's like getting up and brushing your teeth and getting dressed and combing your hair. It's that habit you just got to get used to. And it's a hard habit. So it's like a little bit of a short-term sacrifice for long-term benefits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in addition to all that, then I will coach people on the side and talk to them about how you eat to get the right fuel, but then vitamins too, and what you can do to supplement your diet to make sure, are you getting the protein?
Proteins.
How do you get your protein in? What types of vitamins are you taking? So I'm also an associate for ID Life, which is individually designed nutrition, and that will allow people to go out and take a HIPAA compliant assessment, and it will ask them all kinds of questions on their health, their lifestyle, and it will spit out recommendations. So now it takes the need.
It's a little science.
A lot of algorithms behind the scenes. So instead of you, because you saw that commercial and you should take probiotics or an omega for your joint pain, you're going to go to maybe GNC or the vitamin stores downtown. And you'll buy all of this stuff, and you may or may not need them. So this will tell you specifically if there's going to have any drug interactions with what you're currently taking, or maybe what symptoms you have. For me, my heritage is Native American, so it's going to spit out different things based on my heritage, because there's blood sugar that's going to run in my family. So it's a HIPAA compliant. It helps me as a coach help people get to that right specific diet. And then they even take it one step further and they do DNA testing. So that's another deep down dive where it's a cotton swab, cheek swab, saliva test, and they will test you. And now I can say, you're not very good at burning fat during exercise. So you should be focusing more on diet. So it takes a look specifically at your genes, and it will tell you how your body burns fat when you exercise, what types of exercises you should be doing. Do you have sensitivities to carbohydrates? Are you lactose intolerant? Do you have caffeine sensitivities? So again, as a fitness coach and somebody that's coaching people on wellness, it takes it one step further. So it just the whole. It
really puts
deal.
Some science behind it.
Oh yeah, and so then I can spit out a specific meal plan for you and say, you know what? You have high sensitivities to carbs, so I think you should back off.
Right.
Don't eat them at night.
Or do the better carbs.
Right. Yes.
The carbs that come from the vegetables.
Complex, yes. The vegetables. Fill up. Yep.
Yeah.
Find good ones. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. Interesting. Oh, good stuff going on.
Yes.
Well, good. So you live in Brighton. You work in the community. What other things do you do within the community, Livingston County, Brighton?
Now that I'm grown up, I'm exploring the community because I lived my life in and out of hospital. So my son is now second year at Grand Valley. So for his entire life, I was back and forth to Florida. So our surgeon was in West Palm Beach, Florida. Not a bad place. Not a bad place to have surgeries. But that's where I lived my life. So I wasn't a big part of the community. I didn't partake in a lot of events at school. He was my whole, heart and soul. So now I'm grown up and I'm trying to get out in the community. So, I'm trying to, connect with Brighton Community Ed to offer these programs. Again, I've been at every fitness facility teaching classes. And I'm a member of Oak Point. I live in the Oak Point community. So,
And you're Howell area chamber?
I'm a Howell chamber. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So,
Well, good.
So, and so now that I'm grown up, I get to explore and get out in the community and meet people like you. Yes. And I'm so glad I did.
Well, good. Well, very good. Kim, thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you and you introducing me to everybody in the community. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Ben, thank you for helping us today. This has been another recording of Laura in the Community. You can find me at the information below if you'd like some more information on living in Livingston County. Thank you and have a great day.